What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 25, and I just want to say, guys, if you would like a double upload of Career Mode today, then get this video to 600 likes, and as soon as the video hits 600 likes, the next episode of Career Mode will be uploaded. So there's your challenge, 600 likes for a new episode of Career Mode. I just, I do double uploads during the weekend if we get enough likes on the morning videos, and I just think, maybe I could start doing them on the weekdays. Not every single day, because that would be a bit too much, but, maybe once or twice in the weekdays. So just a bit, to give you something back, I suppose. So as soon as this video hits 600 likes, I'll upload the next episode of Career Mode. So hopefully we can get this video liked up pretty quickly, so we can have 2 videos of Career Mode today, because I know how much you guys love the Career Mode, and I want to give something back. But anyway, guys, as you saw today, we start the World Cup off, of course. In the last episode, the back end of last episode, we mentioned the group we were going into, and the first game of the group stage in our group was Sweden v Egypt, and Sweden won it. So coming into this game against Mexico, we kind of had to win as well, really, because, as I also said in the last episode, Sweden and Mexico are the 2 strongest teams, no doubt about that, other than us, of course. They're going to be the 2 strongest teams, and Egypt, no disrespect, but they're probably going to be the weakest team. However, despite the fact I feel we're the strongest team out of all 4 teams in the group, I also feel that Mexico have got a very, very decent side as well, and therefore, if they knock some points off us, they could shock us, really, and maybe qualify in second place. So, after Sweden's win, I was hoping they would have slipped up against Egypt, but after Sweden's win, I felt we really needed to win this game, and thankfully Courtois bailed us out in the first 26 minutes there, after it looks as though Mexico are going to get an early goal here. But it was our first game as well internationally, worth saying. This is our first game internationally. Of course, we took over Belgium about 2 episodes ago, maybe 3 episodes ago. We haven't played a single friendly or any game whatsoever, so this is our first game. I was feeling a little bit rusty, feeling a little bit inexperienced. However, Christian Benteke in the 41st minute gets us off and underway here in international football with a great goal. A lovely outside of the foot strike there, past Guillermo Ochoa, and that makes it Belgium 1, Mexico 0, and Benteke almost had a chance here to double his goal tally, but unfortunately his chip was well saved by Ochoa, and from the rebound the corner was crossed in towards Vincent Kompany, and his header was once again pretty easily tipped over by Ochoa, but still 1-0. But in the 78th minute, Dos Santos collected the ball here. The Dos Santos players, Giovanni and Jonathan, off the bench here, and I think it was Jonathan Dos Santos who crossed the ball into Carlos Vela, and the former Arsenal man, the now Real Sociedad man, heads the ball past Courtois. So Vela makes it, Belgium 1, Mexico 1, and it was so frustrating because it was a game of very few chances, and Mexico were taking theirs and we weren't taking ours. So Mexico back on level terms. Like I say, that's not what we wanted, but in the 83rd minute, Dembele found Marouane Fellaini, and his header was cleared off the line. So frustrating, and Morales' shot was blocked. Mexico managed to clear the ball away towards the run of Javier Hernandez, but it came to Bakali, who tried to shoot from range, but it was very tame and went straight to Ochoa. So still 1-1 here, and I was very frustrated that Fellaini's header was cleared off the line. But in stoppage time, 5 minutes went up by the 4th official, so I was feeling very confident here. We won a corner, Dembele crossed it in, it's towards Fellaini again, same position, this time a different result. Fellaini heads the ball past Guillermo Ochoa to make it 2-1 to Belgium. So Fellaini just had his header cleared off the line, this time manages to get it past the man on the line to make it 2-1. So very relieved. It was a really strong header. I think he's 6'4", 6'5", Fellaini, so not a real surprise to see him get to the header, but I was just so pleased to see him put it in the back of the net, and that would mean that we were surely going to take all 3 points with us after the first game of the group stage, because it's very important. I mean, it's very important. You see Mertens' shot go over the bar here, and it does finish 2-1. It's very important we get the 3 points in the first game. It shows intent, it shows just good quality, and in general, like I say, the team, if we were playing Egypt, it's like, it's kind of a formality, we'd probably get 3 points, but against Mexico, against Sweden, they're going to be the 2 teams that are going to be, hunting down for the 1 and 2 slots, and actually have a realistic chance of getting there. No disrespect to Egypt, but I can't see them getting there. So Benteke and Fellaini with the goals means we win by 2-1, and that is fantastic motivation for the next game, which is of course against Egypt, who I just mentioned. So taking on Egypt, I mean, this game, I really felt so confident in. We did make a couple of changes. There was a bit of fitness problems, of course, only a few days apart between the games, and we did make a couple of changes. Dembele and Bakali came in for Morales and De Bruyne. Those were the 2 changes, and I felt confident, of course. No disrespect to Egypt, but but you know, you don't have to be a big football fan to know they're probably going to be the weakest side in the group. You know, and of course, after getting 3 points in the first game, if we get the 3 points in this game, we get another win, we're pretty much, you know, not guaranteed depending on other results, but you know, we're probably pretty much guaranteed to go through. So I wouldn't say guaranteed. I just say guaranteed. I wouldn't say guaranteed. We're very, very strong favourites to go through. So there you go. Sweden and Belgium first and second, and of course Mexico and Egypt have nothing. So obviously win this game, there's no chance of Egypt getting anywhere, and of course that will mean that we would be you know, just pulling away from the pack basically, and that would be fantastic news for us. So taking on Egypt, you know, they have some good players. Egypt. I mean, it's surprising that El Mohammadi wasn't playing, because that's the first player that came to mind when I was thinking of Egypt. But even so, in the 30th minute we had the first chance of the game. Lukaku's shot tried to chip the goalkeeper, and it was pretty comfortably saved, so the first chance came to us. But in the 52nd minute it was Egypt who came through here. The cross to the far post when Ghetto came through, and Courtois had to make you know, a relatively comfortable save, and the ball ended up going out for a goal kick. So still 0-0, but it was a game with very few chances. You know, Egypt passed the ball around pretty well. It looked as though they were playing for a draw really. They weren't really attacking much, but they were, you know, just passing the ball around, not, you know, inviting any pressure onto themselves. But in the 81st minute, Benteke picks it up. Lovely 1-2 with him and Lukaku. Benteke with a fake shot. His shot is well saved. But there is Bakali. That's tactical genius by me. Started Bakali ahead of Mirallas, and Bakali is the one that gets us the only goal of the game. So there was me saying Egypt were a poor team, and we could only put one goal past them, and it came in the last 8 minutes. So Bakali with the only goal of the game. Like I say, Egypt seems to be just putting 10 men behind the ball. I found it so difficult to break them down, but as I did mention, well, you know, you can see by the table here, it does guarantee knockout stage football for us in the World Cup. We're already through. There's no team that can catch us. Only Sweden can overtake us, and of course that would drop us down to second, but we will still qualify. So yeah, I mean, you know, I was trying to add some suspense, but it was kind of sort of written we would be going through after that game against Egypt. So we are through to the knockout stages of the World Cup, but of course I do want to finish first. Of course I do want to finish first, because I don't really want to be taking on one of the powerhouses of the other groups in the World Cup that finished top of their groups. So you know, I do want to finish first, and coming into this game against Sweden, however, I did decide to rest. I think I rested the whole team actually, which was a bit of a bold strategy after I just said that I wanted to top the group, and obviously Sweden have got some amazing players such as Ibrahimovic. So you know, the fact I was talking about wanting to top the group yet resting the whole team kind of was a little bit of a yeah, I don't know, a little bit of overconfidence, I suppose. But, you know, I felt we may as well rest the players. Everyone's on light green that have been playing in the first team, and other than Morales and De Bruyne, because they missed out on the Egypt game. But, you know, everyone's kind of in light green. And, you know, what I really don't want to do is go into the first knockout stage round of 16 with every player on light green to yellow. That will, you know, that will give us some, you know, because, of course, extra time will be then be a possibility. So that could really kill us off. So that's why I decided to rest the entire team. Only Bakali and Dembele survived from the team that beat Egypt. So, you know, coming into this game, like I say, I was, you know, feeling confident, of course, after winning 2 games on the trot. However, of course, Sweden's such a fantastic side with some great players, and of course Olsen player for now, which is great because he's our player at Norwich. And of course, yeah, players like Ibrahimovic, I was feeling a little bit cautious. I thought, like, you know, I thought we'd probably concede a goal or two, but we have enough firepower up front. The 2 backup strikers we've got are very decent, and of course Bakali and Mertens are great wingers as well. But in the 70th minute we did have the first chance of the game. The ball got played through to Bakali, who did score against Egypt, chipped the ball over the goalkeeper, but it was cleared off the line. How unfortunate with that. Bakali is such an awesome player on this game. I really like using him. Maybe a transfer target in the summer if we can afford him. He's such an awesome winger. So quick, so rapid, so agile. He is awesome. Agile? So yeah, still 0-0, and Ibrahimovic had the first chance for Sweden on the 21st minute. However, his half volley went wide of the post, and with half an hour played they came through again. However, it was a good interception. The ball came through to Bakali. Nice ball over the top towards Vusen here. Our number 10 shrugs off the number 5 for Sweden, goes through, tries to catch Isaacson out of the near post, but it's a good save by the goalkeeper. So still 0-0, and in the 48th minute Lombard wins the ball back here, gives it to Dembele. We go on the break once again, a good chance for here. Dembele rolls a great through ball out wide to Vossen, comes through here, lovely ball inside to Mboyo, but his shot is well saved by Isaacson. So it does finish 0-0, and that of course does mean we are through as group winners. So all we had to do was avoid defeat, and we did that. We kept a clean sheet. We got a 0-0 draw. It was a great result for a backup side, really. So I was very pleased. And as you can see here, we top the group with 7 points, Sweden qualifying second with 5, Mexico get third with 4th, and Egypt, sorry to any Egyptian fans, they finished bottom with 0. So as always guys, big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget 600 likes and the next episode of Career Mode goes up, and I'll see you then.